Yo, YouTube, what is up? Welcome to the Radar for Rasslin Studios.
What up, Marks?
NXT just finished up, guys. We have two takeovers from a very interesting show of NXT that had big announcements all over the place, for the most part, anyways. Big thing to start the show, big thing to end the show. So it was bookended by two big things. You know how you had William Regal making his two large announcements, not what we thought they were going to be.
Not at all. Not even close.
Some interesting things going on here in NXT, and it was pretty good. I mean, to be honest, it was a pretty good, solid episode of NXT, especially the end, the match at the end, and the beginning and the tag team match, stuff like that. So there's some interesting things. Returning superstar, making, announcing his return. LA Knight. We have a couple things to talk about, but before we do, I want to remind you guys, drop a like on this video, hit us in the comment section below what you guys thought of NXT, where you think NXT is headed. Are you excited for those new announcements, the tag team titles, the NXT Takeover stuff, the ending with Finn Balor, O'Reilly and Adam Cole? What are you guys interested about? Let us know in the comment section what you guys thought of NXT and what you think of NXT going forward. So remember to subscribe, remember the notification bell so you guys learn new videos drop, social medias, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. NXT started off with William Regal in the ring. He's talking about his two big landscape-changing NXT announcements. The first one is that the NXT Takeover for WrestleMania week is Stand and Deliver. NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver, a two-night event on Wednesday and on Thursday. Thursday one is exclusively on Peacock. So that whole entire week is going to be jam-packed full of wrestling for WrestleMania week. So we have a lot there, a lot of meat on the bone there.
We're going to be busy.
Yeah. Then William Regal has all the women from the women's division standing on the aisle, and he's going to unveil something new. He asked Raquel, Gonzalez, and Dakota, the winners of the Dusty Cup Classic, for the women to come up, and he awards them with the brand new Women's Tag Team Championships.
Women's Champions.
So I guess the whole setup from last week with Adam Pearce being there, kind of screwing them out of the tag team titles, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, was to just create their own tag team title. So we were wrong. They're not seceding from WWE. There was nothing about a night switch. Now, interesting thing though, the night switch. Everybody was saying it was because of the NHL. NHL just got exclusive rights bought by ESPN. So I don't think that they are going to move nights for that reason. If they do, it's just because they don't want to deal with the competition anymore. But there's rumors about it happening. Some people say it was completely confirmed and April was going to happen. I haven't heard anything official, especially not from NXT. So there was nothing about that here. So we got the new tag team
I don't
titles.
think hockey gets anywhere near the ratings wrestling does.
Yeah, I don't think so. Now,
maybe Canada, but not.
Yeah. So they were given the titles for Win Dusty Club Classic. Then they're going to defend it the same night against Shotzi and Ember Moon. And we'll get to that a little bit later on. But it's a solid way to start the show off. Next thing on the show, NXT Championship, Io Shirai champion going against Toni Storm. Tremendous matchup. Really good match. Really good. It really showcased Toni Storm how good she is, and obviously Io Shirai, you already know what that's all about. She's a monster, a beast in the ring.
I mean, she's having one of the longest runs and it's been since like the middle of summer, early summer. I mean, she's had quite the run. Yeah, surprising long run.
Big time. But it's all leading to something else. Now, Shirai defeats Toni Storm by submission to retain the NXt Women's Championship. I don't know where Toni Storm goes from here. She's lost, she wasn't pinned, but she lost a triple threat match at Takeover, and now she loses a one-on-one against them. They could maybe go a little bit longer with it, but what we saw later on doesn't really coincide with that.
Nope,
yeah,
not at all.
So the next thing on the show, Pete Dunne with Danny Burch and Orny Lorcan taking on Jake Atlas. This was just a way to showcase Pete Dunne. It was a longer match than I thought it was going to be honest with you. Yeah. But he beats Pete Dunne. He beats Jake Atlas by submission. Nothing really much there. And he says he's the best technical wrestler on the planet. So we'll see where he goes forward from here. Maybe a North American Championship opportunity or something like that.
That's where I see. That's the smartest pack to go. They're gonna build him to be a big time solo star.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. But not in the NXT title picture for now, anyways.
Not yet. Anyway.
Next thing we saw, Jordan Devlin, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, who's been gone because of COVID and travel restrictions. So we have two Cruiserweight Champions, right? They had the tournament that Santos Escobar won. He calls out Santos Escobar. He's going to show up next week on NXT to face Santos Escobar, and I'm assuming that match will probably happen at maybe Takeover. If it doesn't happen, I don't think it's gonna happen next week. I think it's gonna go face to face, and then happen at Takeover to unify that. Yeah, unify that and have a unified cruiserweight champion. So Santos Escobar was not happy about that.
No, he wasn't.
Next thing on the show, NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Kai and Gonzalez, the champions, just crowned today against Moon and Blackheart. Now, already, just with this one match, the women's tag on NXT, the titles are like 55 steps above the main roster women's championship.
Hello. I mean, just look at the roster. There's like at least 3 tag teams on NXT, and they only have 2 hours. We have what, 5 hours of wrestling on the main roster a week, and there's like literally 1 tag team, and then they just throw girls together and like they really just should have got rid of those belts on the main roster and put them on NXT and call it a day.
Exactly.
But, whatever. Just add more titles.
Yeah, but it already felt bigger and better than all that. And it was interesting how that worked out. But it's interesting as well as that this is the first takeaway of the night, and we have new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. They got it. They literally had it for like maybe less than an hour, and then they lost the title. They lost them immediately. Now, with that decision, I don't really like it. That the fact that they had it, they were given those titles, and then they just lose it immediately. I think they should just have the match to crown the new tag team champion instead of just giving that person.
More sense. Because you're this whole flip flop in the title. I mean, that stuff is like okay, but like on the same night, like it's just it's kind of ridiculous, kind of pointless. But whatever. I mean, that's what they did. We have more tag team titles. The only, place in WWE where they care about tag teams is NXT, so at least it's in the right hands. I think Triple H and the boys are gonna get it right. So it was a weird way to introduce the titles for sure, but this is what we got, and Ember Moon and Shotzi, that's a fun tag team, and it was the payoff was later on when we saw what happened with Io and Raquel.
Yeah, well, honestly, what they should have just done was either if you're gonna debut them tonight, just have them fight to become the inaugural champions, or just have the Dusty Cup pin, not the Dusty Cup, or just pin for those titles. Yeah, So you would have had them at least be champions for a little bit longer, but in the end, you have Moon and Blackheart becoming NXT Women's Champions, the second ever in the same night to have the titles. And then you have Io Shirai walking up on Raquel Gonzalez afterwards in the locker room saying that she wants her next. So the match that's been set up since War Games is finally happening. Raquel Gonzalez versus Io Shirai, most likely at NXT Stand and Deliver Takeover.
That match is going to deliver. I'm excited for that match.
Yeah, it's going to be good stuff. So we're finally going to get that match. So I guess good thing came off of this, but the belts already feel much more important, much better. So, but I implore NXT to have Moon and Blackheart have a long run as tag team champions and have a lot of defenses against a lot of different teams.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely I think what they're going to do. And you saw how big that roster is, and they have other women coming in. So I'm sure they're going to build a tag team division for the women's division smartly. Push the right people and get this thing going. I trust Triple H and the rest of the brass.
To get that, to play it right and work it right. Next thing on the show is Kaden Carter with Casey Catanzaro, who's injured, against Xia Li. She would come out, have the match. It would end up in disqualification because Casey Catanzaro gets in there and then hits her with the crutch. Boa gets involved, but that was pretty much it. I mean, I don't really like the way the storyline's going. I've soured on Xia Li's new character because there's just not much to it. It's just kind of there. They were going somewhere with the beginning promos and the vignettes. It was looking cool, and we gave them a couple of weeks, but so far we got nothing but bunch of nothing really. So I'm over it. I don't care anymore. Sorry. Yeah, they're really gonna have to push it to kind of get you more interested. All right, next thing on the show is the Grizzly Young Veterans against Legado de Fantasma. The match ends up with Legado de Fantasma getting the surprise roll up because it seems like Breezango's coming out in the spaceman suits, but it's MSK dressed up as Breezango in the spaceman suits.
They're back.
They cause a distraction. Then here comes Breezango into the ring to fight with Legado de Fantasma, and we'll see. I mean, tag teams are there. They're going at each other. Oni, Lorcan, and Birch still not really like involved in tag teams, even though they're tag team champions. They're kind of just out on the sideline. But I guess they're building these other teams to see who's going to face Oni, Lorcan, and Danny Birch, even though MSK have the right to, but they're injured at the moment. So what it is. Next thing on the show is the NXT Championship match. Finn Balor, the champion, taking on Adam Cole in a tremendous matchup. Long, good, really good matchup. Balor has had tremendous title defense after tremendous title defense. He keeps going a massive streak.
Hell of a run.
Now you have Kyle O'Reilly with the distraction coming out through the crowd and kind of just staring down at Adam Cole, causing Adam Cole to lose the match. After Finn Balor beats him, then Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly are brawling all the way down to the ramp at the end of the arena, while Finn Balor stands in the ring, and he can obviously feel somebody standing behind him. And this is takeaway number 2.
There's a big boy behind him.
Yeah.
What took you so long?
And as you can see the picture behind us, it was Karrion Kross standing over the top of Finn Balor. We all knew this match was coming. We all knew this was the build that was going to eventually happen for Mania weekend or Mania week now, because this is the big money match. This is where it all lies. Karrion Kross defeated Keith Lee all that time ago in his first, chance at the title, and only a couple months into the company, he wins, and he got injured in the match, relinquished the title. Finn Balor gets it. It's only right that he gets his shot back because he never lost the title. And you all kind of knew it was leading to this because Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross.
So long?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, what took you so long, when he stared at him. And the size difference was ridiculous because Karrion Kross looks so much bigger than Finn Balor.
I don't know. Karrion Kross, he doesn't look. He looks big, but then you see him against a guy like Finn, who's probably like a good 6 feet, 6'1", good size.
Yeah.
But he just towers over guys, and his shirt was ready to explode. It was like Batista tight.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good segment. I'm excited. I miss what we've been talking about. Since Karrion came back, he never lost the belt.
Yeah.
He was injured, so it's really his belt. So that should be a great match. This whole segment was great. I love how they had Adam Cole and Finn just to lead to him and Riley. Riley's elbow, man, what the hell? That shit was nasty. But I'm a little annoyed that Bobby Fish is there. Maybe him and Roderick will show up and help.
Yeah.
Riley, at stand and deliver. But the big money match that everybody wants to see is Karrion and Finn, and we also get Cole and Riley, which should be great too, especially with the whole end of the group being destroyed because of Cole and his greediness to get the title back. So, Stand and Deliver is promising to be better than WrestleMania at the moment, because we have way better matches so far than we have on WrestleMania. Because I'm not really excited by any match on WrestleMania at the moment.
Yeah, it really is looking a lot better, and I really like the Karrion Kross reveal at the end, especially the way he said what took you so long, because he knew it was coming, right? Because that gauntlet was kind of laid out like a month and a half ago before the 100%. Last takeover, and because he went on to the feud Karrion Kross did with Damian Priest, we knew it was coming, and I like the way they did it, because you kind of didn't expect him to be standing there, and then when he kind of just looks aside and says, "What took you so long?" He's like, "Oh shit."
I did. Well, I thought it was gonna be Scarlett, with the clock or something.
Yeah. I don't think he was just gonna be there, looking like a maniac, just staring down Finn Balor.
Yeah. But that's what we get now, because we don't have crowds, so we can get those weird camera shots that where it wouldn't work with a crowd, because the crowd would be yelling and going crazy. But there was a great way to end NXT. The show, solid show. I'm happy that they're not going to Tuesdays. Because
that we know of right now, it doesn't seem like it.
Well, I don't know. It could happen, but I feel like they should stay on Wednesdays. I'm a little selfish because I like my Tuesdays off. I don't want to do 4 days of wrestling. That's a lot of wrestling, and then a pay-per-view on a Sunday is just a lot of wrestling for a week. I love it, but damn it. And I want the wars, man. I like the wars. I like having am I gonna watch AEW live, or am I gonna watch NXT live today? Which one am I gonna record or fast forward? I don't know. Sometimes it all depends on what happened last week when I'm more intrigued. I like that feeling.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what happens. I thought that's what they're gonna announce today, but they didn't. They announced a couple other things, other big moves. So that's our NXT review. Karrion Kross, Finn Balor. What did you guys think of that? What did you guys think? What do you guys think? We all knew it was coming, but are you excited for it? Do you think it's the right match to have? I don't know why you wouldn't, but what did you think about the NXt Women's Tag Team belts being debuted, swapping immediately? Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez. What do you think about that one? Let us know in the comment section below what you guys think, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Remember, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. And remember, for this work good, now do the job.
Later, Marks.